up? It is Monday motivation. Yes, I'm super excited about tonight's topic. I hope you are too. I know we got a couple of people in here, so we'll wait and see who else that we get to come in. And so, if you do not know who I am Pamela, aka Scooter Renee. I'm your host for tonight's Monday Motivation, as I am for every Monday Motivation. I've been a reseller for quite some time now, and I absolutely love doing it as much as I love doing Monday Motivation. So, tonight, again, like I said, the topic is on fire. I gave myself chills as I was getting it ready today. And so, if I gave myself chills, I can only imagine what it's going to do for you guys, right? Ah, thank you. I decided to wear the hair to the side there. Make sure you guys do all the YouTube things. You subscribe to my channel. We need 25 more subscribers before the huge giveaway for 2,000. So I'm excited to say that. Make sure you ring that bell to all notifications so you will know when I go live or upload new content. And make sure you give a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that as well. So, again, welcome to anybody that's new to my channel. I greatly appreciate you giving me a chance by watching this and everything. Make sure you catch my auctions as well. To all my OGs, welcome back. Glad to see you this week. And my playback crew. Again, if you can't catch me live, you can always catch the playback. And I wouldn't be where I'm at without the playback crew as well. So let's see who all is here. We have Kelly in Texas. Welcome in, Kelly. Good to see you, buddy. We got Cool Ranch, my sister, in the chat. Woohoo! And we got Thomas here. Welcome, Thomas. Good to see you. And Queen Bean, welcome in. Cassie. That's the first time I think I call you the Queen Bean. Usually I'm on point with Cassie. So welcome everybody. I know we'll have more people as the notification gets sent out. I'm hoping there's not a lag tonight, but if there is, let me know. But there shouldn't be. Any questions tonight, any chat, whatever you might have, feel free to comment on the side there. I'll be more than happy to stop what I'm saying to read those as well. So I know you do, but still. So again, that reminder for you guys, if you can share this out, 2,000 subs giveaway, 25 more people need it to sub. Once I get above the 2,000 mark and I stay above it for at least a good week, then I'll be doing a huge giveaway. It all deals with the number 200. If y'all can catch my drift, right? That's the only hint I've given. So you are welcome. Hey, Jazzy, welcome in. Good to see you. And then, if you have not caught my shorts over on YouTube, I'm doing a hashtag monthly giveaway. All you do is watch the short video. Usually at the very end, I give you the hashtag word of the day. And all you do is comment below hashtag whatever that word is. So, for example, today was hashtag 10. So hashtag TEN was the hashtag word for today. So you can go back as far back as the one that says this month's winner, Darlene Priest. She was last month's winner. So that will be the ones for April. So we'll announce the winner on May 1st. In May 1st, we'll have the whole month of May, and they will be our April winner. So thank you, Jazzy. So that is what we got going on. Just a couple of events going on that I want to make sure everybody is aware of. I'm sure you are more than aware of it, but just in case. So tonight's topic is on fall 9 times, stand up 10. Fall 9 times, stand up 10. Failure is often a stumbling block for many people, and most will fail and then they just simply give up. They don't get back up. They don't try again. But what do you do when you have fallen 9 times? You have fallen for the 9th time and you're tired of trying, but you know that it's important to get back up. You've heard no for the 9th time, especially if you are in the selling community, as far as being either a financial advisor, a life insurance salesman, a reselling, getting other things, if you've heard no the 9th time, they always say the 10th time is always a yes. And I'm not saying, hello, Lisa, welcome in. And Jimmy Mac, when are you coming back? Welcome in, guys. Glad to see you. So again, you've heard no for the 9th time. Rather, it's in selling, as I said, a job interview, getting a loan, etc. It's hard when you fail 9 times. But what do you do at 10? What will set you apart from everyone else? So that is our topic for tonight. Like I said, I gave myself chills getting it ready earlier today. And so I'm excited to see if any of you get chills. So, hey, Selena, welcome in, my sweet friend. So again, if you are new to this, if you're new to my Monday motivation, this is a sit back, relax. I do most of the talking, but I am constantly watching chat. So if there's anything that's said, anybody that comes in, I try to recognize everything. Sometimes you might have to yell at me, but I usually try to pay good attention. Thank you, Cool Rich. Appreciate you, buddy. So I really, really hope that you all will gain something from this topic. There's a lot to cover, but as always, feel free to interrupt me. As I said, share if you think this hits home with you, anything that you would like to chat about. And at the end, obviously, we'll have time to chat because I always allow for Q&A, discussion, whatever, if we want to take advantage of doing that. So, positive spot thought. Failure is not fatal, but failure to change is. Success is falling 9 times and getting up 10. You want to know the difference between a master and a beginner? The master has failed more times than the beginner has ever tried. So just a few little quotes that I found that I thought went along with this topic and everything. I was wondering how old she was, Jimmy. I'm so sorry to hear that. You're definitely in my thoughts and my prayers. So, guys, in case you did not know, Jimmy lost his 39-year-old granddaughter this morning. So please lift Jimmy and his family up in prayers. If you do pray, or if you pray to a higher being, whatever, y'all can just kind of have Jimmy in your thoughts and send him some love. That would be great. So, we have all heard the quote, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? Thank you, Lisa. I decided to wear it to the side today instead of having bangs. And that quote is about persevering. But let me ask you all, who all knows John Bon Jovi? Anybody? Anybody know John Bon Jovi? If you grew up in the 80s, you have to know him, I would think. I would think you would have to know him. Yeah, you've really gone through it, Lisa. Definitely have. So everybody lift Lisa up as well. I appreciate that. Cool Rich says, of course. Just a little side note. I know the guy that I used to work with, his name is Tim Anderson, and his brother is Shy Anderson. And Shy was married to Jerry Jones's daughter, Charlotte. And Shy's best friend is John Bon Jovi. I am like so jealous. Like, what? John Bon Jovi? Can I just meet him? I just want to touch his hand. That's it. I won't be weird or anything like that. Just touch his hand. But if you know who he is, he had that same thought about, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And so, but he said it a little bit differently. He says success is falling 9 times and getting up 10. And so both quotes are basically saying the same thing. To succeed in life, in anything you are doing, you need to keep trying, is the thing. Not weird at all, Scooter. I don't think so. I mean, that's the way it was with Brett Michaels. Hey! So the biggest stumbling block for people is failure. Failure scares us. It makes us doubt ourselves. It holds us back. We don't want to take that first step because we're afraid that we're just going to fall flat on our face. Those that let this stumbling block mess with them, though, they fail. And then, as I said before, they just give up. They just give up. And it's too easy to give up. Well, that didn't work. I guess I won't try again. I won't do that anymore. No, not me. And, when things are easy to get you out of doing the hard work, people are usually going to do that. Like, I think about the divorce rate and stuff. It's so easy now to get a divorce that everybody's just like, okay, I'll throw it in the towel if you're throwing in the towel, and yep, we'll just do that. It's so freaking easy now. But also giving up, no matter what it is that you love doing, that you thought you would love to do, or whatever. It's just so easy to just say, I'm done. I'm just done. What if they would have kept going, though? What if they had kept trying? They may have reached great heights, and they could have had that one idea, that overnight thing that happens to some people that was purely a successful idea. But unfortunately, they just gave up and they never tried again. I mean, think about those people that pretty much had an idea in their head that they, I think of Steve Jobs, I think of Bill Gates, the Facebook founder. Those people, yeah, they probably been working on it for months and months and months. But my gosh, where would they have been if they had not tried? If they hadn't, got so fed up with that computer software dying once again, or nobody really joining Facebook and whatever it was called back then. What if they just said, nobody's really interested. I know I only got 100 people in here, so I'm just gonna, nick it. Just gonna be done. Elon Musk, exactly. Cool Ranch, yes. I mean, the sky's the limit, guys. The sky is the limit, and it can hurt you if you give up way too soon. I mean, there's times that, no, you don't want to beat your head against the wall or beat a dead horse, as they say, but you can't just give up on the first go. You got to try and try and try again. So, most of you know that I've had the most challenging year. And again, if you're new to my channel, I lost my dad in March 4th last year, and I lost my mom March 23rd. And then we lost Robert's sister in August, and my brother's not been doing well. So I've had a challenging year, and this year is proving just to be as challenging. But I've had a lot of darkness engulfing me. But did you know that you have to be able to see through the darkness? You have to be able to see through it. Can you see through the darkness? Can you see what's around you? Can you feel the emptiness, the loneliness? when the darkness is upon you. When the darkness surrounds you, the darkness is trying to bring you down. You are the 9th time down. The darkness is trying to take everything from you. Yet we continue to push forward. We go for that 10th time. Hey, Darlene, welcome in. We go for that 10th time. Can you see it? Can you understand what it means to stand alone? Can you see the light? It builds up even when you think you're weak. I have a way to be strong. This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to give up. Yes, darkness will be upon us at some point, at any point. But there will come a time that the sun will shine. Dawn will be upon us again. But can you really see the light? Can you really understand the light that's within you? That your journey can be seen here and many, many, many miles away. And we say, why? How is that possible? And it's because you traveled through the darkness, you fought through the darkness, you were down in the darkness, you cried in the darkness, you wandered in the darkness, 9th time down, 9th time. It is time for you to welcome the light. Get up the 10th time. Can you imagine, just imagine for a moment, how far you or I or the others could go that are with us now or in the playback? How far we could go if we just kept trying? Could we achieve our dreams instead of just dreaming them? This is why I love the saying that you see everywhere in my intro, at the end of my videos. I usually say it. I think I have it in my outro and everything, or used to. But I love the saying. Either I'm wearing it or you see it in my intro as well. The dream is for free, but the hustle is sold separately. Separately. Amen, Cool Ranch. Amen. Yes. Yes. That he is. So anyone can dream, right? Anyone can dream a big dream, or whatever dream they want to dream, or we just dream regularly in our sleep. We all have the ability to dream. But what separates us from the ones who just dream is those of us that want to bring the dream to reality. We get out there and we hustle. We do whatever it takes. Up and downs, valleys and peaks. No matter what, we keep going until we get to where we think we need to be. What we consider of us achieving our goals or dreams, whatever that might be. But listen, when we are falling, when we are going for the goal, along the way, it is necessary for us to struggle. It's necessary that you do feel alone in some part. It is necessary that you have to continue to go forward. Nothing can stop this because that light has already been there. That light is embedded in you. That light exists in you. Remember, dawn is coming and the sun is rising, and you will see the light within you. Build yourself up. Strengthen your mind, your body, strengthen your soul. Because when you have fallen down and you start to rise back up, welcome to the dawn. Now let's think, what does it truly take to really truly be a champion? When you think about the champions out there that you think are champions or that everybody know as a champion and everything, for a champion, it takes more than just excuses. It takes more than just giving yourself a pass. There's only so many champions in the world. And if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? If it was easy, everybody would be called a champion. True champions know what dedication and hard work really is. If you're going to be a lion, you have to know what it means to go through the jungle. Y'all know I like my little animal visual things. Could not make life without your Lord and Savior. Amen. Yes. I knew what you meant, Selena. I knew what you meant. Learn from your mistakes. Pick yourself up and move forward. Remember, regardless how many times I fail at whatever I set out to do, the biggest one is to hopefully, go full time in my reselling. And I've had failures along the way for that. But no matter how many times I fail, I always want to do it going forward. I want to keep moving forward. Even if I have fallen the 9th time, I want to fall forward. I want to see what's in front of me. I want to see what the next step is, what the next stumble is. I want to keep going forward. That's why you want to fall forward, not fall backwards. Keep falling forward. Keep what's important to you in front of you, regardless. Yes, Lisa D, that faith is everything. Right? Yes, we're not here to tear people down. We're here to build people up. So whether we recognize it or not, we are still getting closer to making that dream a freaking reality. A freaking reality. Yes, I love the word freaking. So let's look at a certain animal, another animal. This one is the tiger. I thought this was really cool. Tigers are believed to have a hunting success rate of about 10%, meaning that they are successful in catching their prey roughly 1 out of every 10 times they hunt. 1 out of 10. Tell me that this big animal, this strong animal, doesn't understand what fall 10 times, get up 10 means. He knows exactly what it means. But because of their lowest hunting or lower hunting success rate, it is believed that this is due to the fact that they hunt alone. And when I say alone, people, I'm also not saying that you are downright the only one that's going through this alone. You got your cheerleaders, you got your friends, you got your family if they're walking alongside of you. You've got people, and like I have Robert when I was working out. Robert can want it for me all he wants. But I have to go for it. I myself. And the only person that would fail at that would be me. It wouldn't be Robert and I. It would be me. So that's when I say alone, that's what I'm indicating. Hey, and I'm crazy. Welcome in. Good to see you. So that Hunting success rate for the tigers, they, again, it's believed that due to the fact that they hunt alone, which makes it more difficult to corner and capture their prey. They also tend to hunt for the larger animals, which can be more challenging to catch. All I could think of was an elephant. And how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's right, Jimmy. We're your cheerleaders. So when a tiger captures its prey, do you think that prey has any chance? Any chance of escaping? Since both their lives depend on the other failing and quitting, it can be hard to say for certain. But the mighty tiger, who is 600 pounds and blood in his eyes for the win, will get back up 10. There you go. He will get back up 10. Might not got you this time, but by gosh, he's going to get the next one. And if he doesn't, he's going to keep going because he's after that 10%, right? At some point in our lives, we lose our balance and we do fall down. We will fall down. Get back up and try again. I've always told my kids this ever since they were itty bitty. I'm like, I don't care what you do in life as long as you get back up, dust your dust off, and keep going. You can do whatever you want to do. Just keep going. At some point in your life, my life, we will have fall the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time. But again, get back up and try again. Keep trying. Do not give up. Falling one time is not a failure. It is the start of your journey toward succeeding at what you set out to succeed in. What we tend to forget is that pain of failing. We forget that it's temporary. It's not going to last. No matter how many times life knocks you down, you get back up again. We all know, or we should know, that there are no quick fixes in life. There are none. There's no shortcut to get to where you want to be. I mean, there are, but they're illegal type things, but to achieve it yourself, there's no quick fixes. There's no shortcuts. Anything of real worth will take struggle and perseverance. Remember that success is a journey. What's most important is that one simply does their absolute best and remain persistent. We learn little from victory, but we learn so much more in defeat. Your start is not determined on how you're going to finish. Every day is a new opportunity to reach that goal, to reach that dream. There you go. Yep. That's right, Selena. Success is also, it's not an accident. It is the hard work, the perseverance, the learning, the studying, the sacrifice, and most of all, love of yourself and love what you are aiming to achieve. I love reselling. It feeds my soul. It's something that I am passionate about. It's that next going out there sourcing and finding that next big item that nobody knew was a big item. It's just finding that diamond in the rough. It's just something that I am just so passionate about. I love it because it's for me. It's for me, and I base it on what I think is succeeding, not what my boss thinks is succeeding. All he cares about, Well, I don't say that's all he cares about. So, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Don't take me literal at this, but he's worried about making his next dollar. It's not me and my dollar. But I get that because that's the way I am in reselling. I'm worried about or, wanting to hit that next big goal of mine. I want to hit that next big dollar amount of mine, whatever that may be. So, Jimmy, what do you have? Jimmy! You always need a plan A, plan B, or you always need a plan B and C and maybe even D, but don't stop at plan A. I'm in my house day in and day out, and y'all give me so much joy. Oh, that's awesome, Selena. I like bringing you joy. So now is your time. Now is the time where the talking is done. Now is the moment where you go to make the decision. And the decision is simply this. Are you ready to take the next step? Are you ready to get back up again? That's it. So no more talking. It's time to take action. So how bad do you really want it? You can talk about it all the time. You can give all the good things and talk about how much you love something, how much you enjoy doing something. But how bad do you really, really want it? Even if you fall the 9th time, are you willing to get up the 10th? I've been chasing this game, this motivation that's in me, and the pain I've seen my whole life. I understand now. I understand that there are some that don't want to see us make it, and that's okay. They don't want to see us stand on the stage with the big dogs. I begged for this. I put my heart and soul into this. I know the feeling. We want more. We want more out of this life. If whoever is not willing to give that to us, we're going to take it. A man is not a man by his age. A woman is not a woman by her age. They are those by the experiences, what they go through, what they fight through. This is what makes a warrior the greatest of all time, that champion. You're fine, baby girl. Glad to see you, though. So falling, you're going to keep hearing this, falling 9 times and get up 10, that I'm going to show the world that greatness is obtained by a woman who never stops pushing, never stops chasing. They tell us to have patience. But what's patience when your stomach is growling? What's patience when the bills are due? What's patience when a family and or your friends that looks up to you and believes in you starts to doubt you? This is a new motivation. This is what brings real motivation. Life is not all about daisies and roses. It's not about the rainbows. This life is hard. But if it wasn't hard, then why would we exist? What challenges will we have? Like I said earlier, some individuals like it easy. They like it put on a pedestal for them. Here you go. Here you go. But some of us have to grind. We got to dig. We got to make it happen for ourselves. You see, those of us never did it for the money. We won't stop until we're number one. So when you ask the world, when y'all go out there, and it's what I've said to Harley, when you go out there, who is Pamela Floyd? Who is Scooter Renee? You know what they're going to tell you? They're going to tell you that she represents the blood that was used to build her business. She went through sweats and tears. She represents the underdog, the one that were ignored but were so gifted that she kicked the door down when it was shut. She knocked walls down that were built to block her. She rose up every single time that she was knocked down. Nothing and no one was going to stop her from reaching her dream, from reaching her goals. So what will the world say about you? Did you stay down or did you get back up? What will the world say? What will the world say about you? Listen, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. That little extra day or few hours you put into achieving. I fall 9 times and I get back up and try again. We all start standing on our own 2 feet, standing for what we believe in, standing for what is right, standing for our loved ones, and standing for those that can't stand themselves. Even if it means standing alone. Keep your head up, keep your feet on the ground because your life is depending on it. Whatever you want to accomplish, you must empty your heart and your soul into it. You must believe when others say you cannot. You must go when your heart is telling you to stop. You must rise and become legendary. You just keep getting up and trying again and again and again. Fall down 9, stand up 10. All right, guys, I don't know about you, but that's the part that gives me the chills. Now, who wants to get you some of that and keep rising? Our pastor in church, he would always say, now get you some of that. And I love that line. I just love it. I think it's so funny. All right, guys. Anything that y'all would like to discuss? Any comments? We are now open for that. I hope something in that gave you hope, gave you peace, gave you the will to try again. Right. I think that's my favorite part is because I don't like funerals. I don't like going to funerals. And if I possibly can avoid it, I will. But of course, my parents obviously can't do it, But it was so nice being at my mom's funeral and even my dad's, but to hear stories, just to kind of relive her again, it was just so nice to hear stories about my dad and, stories I never even heard of that I know he did that because that was just his nature, So, no, be nervous, Selena. Nervous can be good, but make sure you're at peace with it. That's what I would say. I don't care how many surgeries you've had. I believe you're always nervous because, when I had my ear surgery, I was nervous. I'm taking a chance and trusting a doctor to do what they say they will do. So I go Wednesday for the result of my nerve and EMG test that I had done last week. I'm worried that they're going to say that I need neck surgery, but I'll be getting a second, maybe even a third opinion if they want to do the neck surgery, because that's a big thing. That's a big deal. It's not something to be taken lightly. Right. And especially, I had a different doctor do my ear reconstruction surgery. And I'm still thinking, well, I hope I did right by having him do this because I still can't really hear out of it. But I've chosen that I'm not going to worry about it until I go in for my May appointment and they do the sectioning, all that. After that point, if I still can't hear, then yes, I'm going to be going after a doctor. Like, I thought my hearing was bad before. Yeah, it's nothing like now. If you're on this side, forget it. I'm not going to hear you. So I know Robert and I were out and about Saturday and Sunday, and if he was on this side, I'd be like, I can't hear you. So he'd come around to this side. Yep. So there you go, Lisa D. That's right, Harley, going back up. I knew you said something. Get back up. I am a woman. Hear me roar. Yes. Be that tiger. Be that lion. Yes. Lisa D said a family member told me if we didn't have the rough days, we wouldn't enjoy the good days as much. Right? We wouldn't appreciate them as much as well. Kind of like the tornadoes that came through here a couple weeks ago now, or almost 2 weeks ago. Like, I told Robert, I said, driving by that every day on my way to work and seeing the destruction that tornado did to this one neighborhood that I see from the freeway, I'm just like, if that doesn't make you appreciate what you have and thank God for what you have, then I don't know what can. Because it's just devastating. It is so devastating to see a neighborhood that you normally could never seen before because of so many trees, and now all the trees are gone. Either the houses have tarps on them on the roof, or they're just demolished. Like, you see everybody's, if you drive by, you see everybody's life in their house by what they collect, what was in their house, what they collected, and so forth. It's just so devastating. But it's so inspiring, on the other hand, to see people come together and actually do good together. So many people come together here in Little Rock area to help those. So it's sad that it takes such a situation to bring people together that normally would maybe not been together, but it's also rewarding at the same time. Good, Lisa. I was wondering about that. Yes. Yep. And y'all know I've struggled with that this past year. I find myself in a good mood every day, or laughing more than I used to, or whatever. And I'm just like, Am I supposed to be still mourning, grieving, And I still do. Those are usually late at night, but I do. Um, but again, it's just part of life, right? My mom would tell y'all I used to get knocked down and stay down, but nowadays it's completely opposite. I sit back and like, wow, I went through all of this and still made it. And have my mama by my side, right? That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Now, Selena, see, that's my favorite part. I wish I could be put to sleep like that every night, but I don't want to end up like Michael Jackson. But being put to sleep, oh, it's like I don't mind getting up for surgery because I know I'm gonna go right back to sleep when I get there. There you go, Jimmy. I love it. Knock me down, I'll bounce like my butt is made of rubber. Yes. Yes. Cool Ranch for her headaches, for my hearing, and Jimmy's loss and surgery. Yes. It's okay. It'll be okay. I'll get my hearing some way. Hey, Tammy. You had to go out and eat, right? After doing your nails? Because this surely did not take that long to do your nails. Right, Selena? Now that's something that puts everything in perspective. When you see someone that's way younger than you, your child, your grandchild, that gone through so much, it just gives you strength. It helps you face what you need to face because you know that they face in so much and face so much in such a small amount of time in their life. Hey, Patsy Crafty, welcome in. Good to see you. Yep, we're only human. That's right. Yeah, I think that right there, talk about no more hugs or visits or phone calls. The phone calls is what killed me with my dad. My dad, I would drive home from work or I'd be going to work, and regardless if I was happy or if I was mad about anything, I usually called him for sure when I was mad because he could just set me straight, or he would agree with me. Um, but I miss his phone calls. And so the other day, Friday, I called Robert to let him know all these trinket boxes that I had bid on and won, how gorgeous they were, and how they had one more box of trinket boxes that they had not put out, and they were just going to sell them, to whoever wants to buy them. And so I asked the lady, I was like, so how much for all? And she's like, all? I was like, yeah, you don't understand. I said, yes, all. She's like, $30. I said, done. But after I called Robert, I called Harley, and I've told Harley before. So you're gonna become the Papa Steve, my daddy. When I need to call somebody. But yeah, that's one thing I miss. I miss because I can hear his voice when something bad's going on. No, maybe not bad, but something that irks you or whatever. I would call him and I would tell him what happened and everything. And at the very end, he would go, "So, hun, did you say? Now listen here." I think I said that to him like a while ago, like way back when, and so that has just stuck all this time. Now listen here. And of course, Harley loves the word darn. Like, if you never heard of darn, it's a cross between darn and dang, I think, something like that. Yeah, I think they can tell Harley. Yeah. Oh, do tell. Oh, Lisa D. How sweet. Yes. Right, Darlene? Yes, I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm. Harley was having a hard day the other night. And I can't remember what the first thing I said to her, but I did say, "Now, do you want Mama to rock you?" She's like, "Yes." Harley is always the one that will tell you that she wishes she could go back and be little again. Lisa D, like, I told my therapist Friday, I said, when things were kind of going bad for my brother, I was just like, it's not fair. It's not fair. I don't understand it. And I know that's okay. But there's a lot of times I'll sit there and tell God, all right, you always said you would never give me more than I can handle. You're pushing it. Like, how much loss do I have to endure in a 2-year span? Like last year was rough enough. I don't need to start this year with the same thing. No. Yeah. And that's, Harley will sit there and go, well, I had to rock Elle back to sleep. And I'm like, do you know how much you're going to miss those days of being able to rock her back to sleep, just to rock her? Like, I miss rocking Harley. I love rocking. My mom loved to rock, and she would always rock me to sleep every night until I was probably 7, 8, 9. I don't know. And I always enjoy that. That was my time with my mama. So I promise you, Harley, Elle is going to remember that. And that's going to be one of her favorite memories of you. Right, Jimmy? It's like I told my therapist the other day. I said, I'm not necessarily mad at God. I'm just pissed. And it's not really at any person, anything, or whatever. So I'm telling you guys, if you are not in therapy and you know you need therapy, get it because it's worth it. She's the only one that I know that I can yell at and cry and be happy all in the same time. Right? That's so scary, Selena. And that made you a stronger person. For sure. Yes. What is that saying? If God brings you to it, God will surely get you through it. Something like that. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. I don't remember. Yes, Lisa D. Like, I just feel like I am so young to have lost my parents because I'm just 48. And to me, that just seems so young. Like, I want to be, like my friends that have parents over 75 and they're even older than I am and they still have their parents. Like, and then I think about Robert and I'm like, well, because Robert was 35 when he lost his mom at August of 06 and then 7 months later lost his dad, and I'm just like, well, I wasn't 35. And I know there's people younger than me, do not get me wrong. But I just feel like I am, so young for that to happen. All right, guys, anything else That's right, Lisa D. Yes. Right, Cool Ranch? Yes, you were the one that I was thinking of. Yes. Right. I mean, my parents got to turn gray, but 75 and 77 seems young to me too. Mhm. So early. Exactly, Tammy. That's exactly, yes. And especially, I struggled with that more when my mom had Alzheimer's, or was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, because I would see ladies out there that were 80s and 90s and they were sharp as a tack, and they would be with their daughter at lunch or dinner or just out and about. And it's like, all right, I know there's something to be learned here, but this is unfair that I have to sacrifice that with my mom. But on the flip side, because I'm always the one that sees the silver lining and so forth, on the flip side, there was a lot to be learned from that, to be learned from my mom at the same time. No, so glad, Jimmy. We love you. Wow, you got some good genes, Jimmy, with your mom for sure. I keep hoping I took after my dad's dad. He was 93 when he passed. I wouldn't mind being 93. I just want to still have my mind a little, at least a little. Harley might have to chase me down the street, but at least I have a little bit of my mind. I know I'm going somewhere. I just don't know where I'm going. No, yes. Yes. Right, Lisa D? I think we all go through that. We all last year was probably, I'm sure there's been times before, but first time that I actually was so angry at God, you know. But going through this with my brother now, it's just like, I'm not angry at God. God will explain everything. He will answer my questions later. I just don't get it, and that's okay. Even if I'm naked, Harley, you gonna chase after me? Mama! Mama, get your fat butt in here. Don't make me chase you. She'll be saying everything I used to say to her when she was little. Don't make me chase you. You better dry it up. Anything else, guys? They get Mama Scooter running down the street. There you go. She'll be going, it's okay. She's my mom. It's okay. I promise. It's okay. She's not doing it on purpose. She's just. Right, Selena. Yes, that will happen. My grandmother, I think before I was born, my mom's mom was in a really, really bad wreck. And she had my cousin Todd with her. And she had to relearn how to eat again and walk and all that kind of stuff. Long recovery. So I don't know. My grandmother passed away with dementia. So I don't know if some of that might have been caused by the accident as well or what. Oh, come on, Cool Ranch. You know you wanted that vision. Or we might have our house with property for you and Patrick to have y'all's house. Your dad talks way about talks about that way more than I do. And I told your dad the other day, because we were just talking about it, I said, and I can just see Elle on her 4-wheeler driving up to Gigi's house. I'd be like, Elle, today's not the day. Go back home. Right, Selena? It is such an honor. Such an honor. I always say watching my dad pass right in front of me was something. There was something so humbling about it, something so at peace about it. It was nothing like I thought it would be. It was just something I felt I needed to do. Right, Harley? Yes, very much so. And of course, I don't know how many of y'all read the poem or the thing that talks about, because every time I read it, I get choked up, I get teary-eyed. But it's the one about where the vets say the most thing that they do not like about their job is when the owner leaves their pet to pass on and they're just seeing strangers, because the pet's last wish is to have their loved one in front of them, you know? And so I told Robert that story, and it was right before my dad passed. And the day that my dad passed, Robert stayed in that room with me. And so we were talking later on, I don't know how long out from after when he passed. And I said, I was really surprised that you stayed in that room with me while my dad was passing. And he said, I had to do it. He goes, but it was that daggum dog story that you told me about. He said I couldn't leave the room. So, right. Yeah. Very much so. Right. There are things that you don't remember. And then there are things that you do remember that you wish you didn't remember. Oh, awesome, Selena. You are definitely in our prayers. Definitely for next week, too. Right. And I tell Tammy this all the time. Ever so often, I get to see a glimpse of my mom through just Tammy. And that's so comforting to me. Like, she'll say something my mom might have used to say, and nobody else knows what it means or has ever said it or never heard it, And the one thing is, my mom would always say, when we would get ready to leave to go out of the house, she'd say, well, I got my puss. You got your puss? She was talking about your purse. And Tammy said that one day, and I was like it just shocked me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, my mother used to say that. And then she would also say, well, are you red eye? You red eye? Let's go. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being here tonight with me for Monday Motivation. I say it every week, but this night is what I live for. I love Monday Motivation with you guys. To be able to come on here and share with you what I feel and what I feel that we need to hear and so forth. Because this is just as much, what's the word? I'll go back and watch some of my Monday Motivations because I just need it. I need to hear it, Oh, yes, that's my goal for this group, is for people to say what they need to say. Yes. Patsy! There's my buddy. Therapeutic, yes. That's right, therapeutic. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow night, guys, I will be doing the warehouse sale, where everything starts at $1 you don't want to miss it. It will be some more trinket boxes, some more salt and pepper shakers, but then I'll probably throw in some other items as well. I'm kind of just making my way around my warehouse. And so whatever comes next is what I have. This is what we'll put up. So we'll get through everything of that one certain item or whatever, and then move on to the next. So, and the jewelry will be coming, like tons of stuff are coming. But tomorrow night we will start that at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. I did change the countdown, so hopefully it will be a lot more bearable. Wednesday night, I will be with Tammy, the Dream Chaser, and Dee Dee from Virtual Shopkeeper. I'll be on with them at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday night, back on my channel, Cool Ranch and I will be back at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So, hey, Jeffrey, we're just finishing. Oh, you are certainly welcome, Cool Ranch. It's good for me, too. It's good for my soul, just having, yes, the therapy. Guys, again, thank you for being here. Have an awesome week. If for some reason I don't see you the rest of this week, remember, guys, fall down 9, get up 10. Get up and get out there. Achieve what you want to achieve. And of course, let's do this thing. Bye, guys.